Breaking, Starmer forced to pull the Chagos Island deal after the United States called it stupid. Yes, the US President himself intervened, not Parliament, not the British people, America, and this could seriously damage the UK-US relations. Stay with me because this story is bigger than a few islands in the Indian Ocean. The legislation was set for debate in the House of Lords this Monday. Now delayed, quiet, abrupt. Conservatives' peers warned it could violate a 60-year-old US-UK defence treaty, breaking international law, and suddenly international law matters again. Interesting, right? Chagos Island, home to Diego Garcia, one of the most important US military bases on Earth, used for Middle East operations, Indo-Pacific defence, intelligence and counter-terrorism. This is not just a set of islands that yet the UK government planned to hand sovereignty to Mauritius, then rent the base back at a huge cost. We give it away, then pay for it, and that's where Washington panicked. The kicker, Mauritius has growing ties with China, meaning this isn't just a border pursuit, this is a geopolitical risk, and the US does not take kindly to that. Reform UK MP Andrew Rosindell, who left the Conservatives over this, calls it catastrophic for our national security. He points out long-term risks given a potential China ally influence near strategic US base, and crucially, America agrees. The backlash went public. The US president reportedly called the deal an act of great stupidity. And he asked, "What are you doing? Do you need the money?" Insiders say he didn't even know Britain would pay for it. Imagine his reaction when he finds out. Nigel Farage allegedly brought the issue to Washington. Speaker Mike Johnson spoke to him in London. The message went straight to the Oval Office and suddenly the deal started collapsing. Coincidence or influence? You decide. Back in US Senate, Republican John Kennedy quipped, if he feels guilty, he should buy himself an emotional support pony. Funny? Yes. Seriously? Also, yes. It shows how US lawmakers view Starmer, a UK Prime Minister, being publicly mocked over his foreign policy. US Conservatives increasingly see the UK government as weak on defence, soft on China, obsessed with symbolism. One commentary called the Chagos deal a knife in the back of the United States. Strong words, but increasingly Washington agrees. So what changed? In May, the State Department supports the deal. Now, it's torpedoed. Why? Greenland tensions, NATO comments, loss of trust. One thing is clear, the gloves are off. We hear about the special relationship a lot, but what happens when it stops being special? Insiders say between Downing Street and Washington are now dreaded, not because of British people, but because of the leadership perception. Whether you like Donald Trump or not, he projects strength, clarity, direction. Starmer, critics say, weak, bureaucratic and indecisive. And in geopolitics, perception matters, especially when military bases are involved. This isn't just embarrassing, it's destabilising. If America can't trust the UK on defence, intelligence starts sharing, suffers, strategic operations are at risk, joint planning becomes fragile. These are high-stake consequences, not political theatrics. Some say Starmer has achieved minimum wage increase, green energy investment, skills and training expansion, but critics argue taxes are crushing growth, productivity is declining, unemployment rises. The Chagos debacle added foreign policy chaos on top of economical worries. So tonight, the Chagos bill is off the table, but the bigger story, trust and influence in Washington. When another country has to say, stop, you're putting us at risk, it raises a big question. Who really controls Britain's foreign policy? If you want raw, unfiltered breakdown without party spins or media filters, subscribe now because this story, it's only just beginning. And trust me, the next chapter will be even bigger.